The city skyline, a jagged testament to human ambition, hummed with the ceaseless rhythm of construction. Girders soared, cranes groaned, and the air vibrated with the metallic symphony of progress. Amidst this organized chaos, a young man named Kyle Rayner found himself not as a worker, but as an observer. An artist by trade, he often sought inspiration in the raw, unpolished energy of urban development, sketching the dance of steel and shadow. He was an ordinary man, perhaps a bit of a dreamer, navigating a world that felt increasingly complex. Suddenly, the mechanical ballet turned into a desperate scramble. A piercing shriek tore through the din. High above, on a precarious scaffold, a construction worker lost his footing, his silhouette teetering against the vast blue canvas of the sky. Tools clattered, a gasp rippled through the onlookers below, and in the next heartbeat, the man was falling. Instinct took over. Kyle, without a moment's hesitation, reacted. Not with powers, he possessed none, but with quick thought and the raw courage of a decent human being. He saw the trajectory, assessed the falling debris, and barked orders, pushing a stack of safety netting into the path, urging others to help brace it. It was a chaotic few seconds, a blur of motion and desperate hope, but the netting held, breaking the worker's fall just enough to save his life, albeit with a painful impact. The immediate aftermath was a cacophony of relief, shouts, and sirens. Kyle stood there, his heart pounding, a slight tremor in his hands. He was just a guy who happened to be in the right place, who saw a need and acted. He took no bows, sought no praise, merely nodding as paramedics tended to the injured man. The dust settled, literally and figuratively, but the air around him began to hum with a strange, anticipatory energy. It wasn't the city's hum, it was something else, something cosmic. Then they came. Not one, but 6 distinct trails of light, streaking across the sky like meteors in broad daylight, converging on his position with an impossible velocity. Green, the emerald beacon of willpower. Yellow, the chilling gleam of fear. Red, the incandescent rage. Blue, the serene glow of hope. Indigo, the compassionate embrace. And finally, orange, the searing hunger of avarice. They didn't hesitate, they didn't circle or assess. In a moment that defied all known protocols of the emotional spectrum, each ring, with a will of its own, slipped onto Kyle Rayner's fingers. One on his index finger, another on his middle, then the ring of rage on his thumb, hope on his pinky, indigo on his ring finger, and finally, avarice, settling perhaps on an adjacent finger, or overlapping another. It was a sight that should have been impossible. Thousands of light years away, on the planet Oa, the ancient stoic guardians of the universe gasped. Their collective consciousness rippled with an unprecedented shockwave. Their primary Green Lantern rings were programmed to choose individuals of immense willpower. But for 6 different rings, representing disparate, often conflicting emotions, to choose one mortal simultaneously, it was unthinkable. It had never happened. The very fabric of their understanding of the universe seemed to unravel. Back on Earth, Kyle Rayner was overwhelmed. A torrent of raw, unfiltered emotions surged through him, each ring pouring its essence into his very being. He was no longer just Kyle Rayner. He was a temporary, unstable conduit for the entire emotional spectrum. His form shifted, glowing with an impossible swirling maelstrom of color, a chaotic kaleidoscope of Green Lantern willpower, Red Lantern rage, Blue Lantern hope, Yellow Lantern fear, Indigo Lantern compassion, and Orange Lantern avarice. He was a living paradox, a walking, breathing rainbow of light and feeling. The power was immense, exhilarating, and terrifying. It screamed through his mind, a cacophony of disparate voices, urges, and duties. He felt the righteous fury of the red, the absolute certainty of the green, the infinite potential of the blue, the crushing weight of the yellow, the universal connection of the indigo, and the insatiable craving of the orange. His mortal mind was simply not built to process such a deluge. It was like trying to contain an ocean in a teacup. The hybrid state, while awe-inspiring, was inherently unstable. He convulsed, his body flickering with the conflicting energies, the light threatening to tear him apart from the inside out. It lasted only moments, an eternity compressed into a single blinding flash. The sheer force was too much. The unified form shattered, the rings detaching from his fingers, their light dimming flightly as they hovered in the air, a silent testament to the impossible choice they had made. Kyle collapsed, gasping for breath, his body racked, but his mind irrevocably altered. Though the physical manifestation was fleeting, the event left an indelible mark, not just on Kyle, but on the Guardian's understanding of the cosmos. This wasn't a random occurrence, it was a profound declaration. The rings had chosen him, not for one emotion, but for his unique capacity to resonate with all of them. He was a being with the potential to truly understand, and perhaps one day, wield every form of light in the universe. This extraordinary, shocking moment was not an end, but a beginning. It marked Kyle Rayner as a uniquely special being, setting him firmly on the incredible, arduous, and ultimately legendary path to becoming the White Lantern, the master of life itself. Kyle Rayner's origin story is a powerful reminder that sometimes the most profound destinies are forged not through predetermined lineage or cosmic accidents, but through an ordinary act of selflessness that reveals an extraordinary capacity within. His journey from an everyday artist to the ultimate wielder of the emotional spectrum is truly one of a kind. What are your thoughts on Kyle Rayner's truly unique initiation into the Lantern Corps? Did this moment solidify his place as one of your favorite characters? Share your perspectives and insights in the comments below. We always appreciate hearing from you. If you enjoyed this journey through a pivotal moment in comic history, please consider liking this video, subscribing to our channel, or following us on your preferred podcast platform for more thoughtful explorations of the stories that shape our imagination. Thank you for listening.